Revelation 13:16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Call Halalim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. All praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to our apostles and those of great millstone. And peace salutations to you brothers out there teaching this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom once again. This is the brother Gadaiwan. I'm going to do a video here on these articles that I just came across. Looking for good information to do a video on. To Lord willing, edify you brothers out there, you know. So I'm going to bring this article out. Of course, I'm going to have the links in the description. Shalakia. This is from November 14th. How's Venezuela create China-style social control? This is from Reuters. And you know Reuters, that's actually owned by the Rothschilds themselves, you know. So this is, so-called accredited news source. Tricks of the trade. Critics say China export tools that help autocratic governments monitor citizens. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro met recently with Chinese President Xi Jinping in Beijing. Chinese telecoms giant ZTE is helping Venezuela build a system that monitors citizen behavior through a new identification card. The Fatherland card, already used by the government to track voting, worries many in Venezuela and beyond. And that's a spirit because people are saying you need a real ID to vote. They want to make new laws saying you need IDs to vote. You can't be absentee voting. You can't do registers. They wanted to have like you have to pretty much have the chip. And in this case, you already have the chip. Okay, in Venezuela, you need a they track you through voting. In April 2008, former President Hugo Chavez dispatched Justice Ministry officials. Let me bring it up this way. It's easier for bro to read. See. Venezuela President Hugo dispatched a Justice Ministry official to visit counterparts in the Chinese technology hub of Shenzhen. Their mission, according to the member of the Venezuelan delegation, was to learn the workings of China's National Identity Card program. Chavez, a decade into self-styled socialist revolution, wanted to help provide ID credentials to the millions of Venezuelans who still lack basic documentation needed for tasks like voting or opening a bank account. Once in Shenzhen, though, the Venezuelans realized a card could do far more than just identify the recipient. There at the headquarters of the Chinese telecom giant ZTE Corp, they learned how China, using smart cards, was developing a system that would help Beijing track social, political, and economic behavior. Using vast databases to store information gathered with the card's use, a government could monitor everything from the citizens' personal finances to medical history and voting activity. So the people out there in China, man, they have the beast. They got it. And the company that does it is ZTE, all right? So it just hasn't gotten to the point where they inject it into your body. But I believe that you're going to see China do it, and you're going to see America do it, of course, as spoken of in the scriptures. What we saw in China changed everything, said the member of the Venezuelan delegation. His initial amazement, he said, gradually turned to fear that such a system could lead to abuses of privacy by Venezuela's government. They were looking to have citizen control. Okay, let me go. The project language, but 10 years after the trip in Shenzhen, Venezuela is rolling out a new smart card known as the Carnet de la Patria. Carnet de la Patria, or Fatherland card. The ID transmits data about card holders to computer servers. The card is increasingly linked to the government by subsidized food, health, and other social programs most Venezuelans rely on to survive. In ZTE, whose role in the Fatherland Project is detailed here for the first time, is at the heart of the program. As part of the $70 million government effort to bolster national security, Venezuela last year hired ZTE to build a Fatherland database and create a mobile payment system for use with the card, according to contracts reviewed by Reuters. So they got it all on one card. They want this card to be your ID. They want this card to be your debit card. It's pretty much the RFID microchip. Plus, it's tracking you. A team of ZTE employees is now embedded in the special unit, Cant TV, the Venezuelan state telecommunications company that manages the database, according to 4 current and former Cant TV employees. The Fatherland card is troubling some citizens and human rights groups who believe it is a tool for Chavez's successor, President Nicolas Maduro, to monitor the populace and allocate scarce resources to his loyalists. It's blackmail, Hector Navarro, one of the founders of the ruling Socialist Party, informed. Venezuelans with the cards now have more rights than those without. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to push it like, oh, yeah, we're going to give you more rights. Exactly, they got more rights with the card. Because you're giving them, you're granting them those rights because you're the government. All right? And as you can see, what's happening in Venezuela is what's going to happen here in California pretty soon. Just all-out famine. Just, I believe Caracas is a high-level murder rate. Okay, so that's what I wanted to get into, just the parts about how they went to China, okay, and they got the company ZTE. All right, and if you keep reading this article, it goes into how this company has issues with the U.S. government. All right, and then the U.S. government is battling out with ZTE, but of course they're gonna work together to institute this RFID microchip, okay? And people are taking it. And what's one of the perks of getting this chip? You're gonna get more rights. And what's the main rights they're gonna be allowed? To buy, sell, as the scriptures say, okay? Slovakia. Right, because right now they have a card, right? But pretty soon they're gonna put that inside your body, okay? It's not the mark of the beast until they put it in you. Yeah, the RFID chip, the technology is part of it, but it needs to be put into you. And you can see here the Greek word there for mark is charagma, a stamp, an imprinted mark, or mark stamped at the forehead or the right hand of the badge of followers. The mark branded, a thing carved, sculpture, or graven work. But really, it's a stamp, brand, not really branded, but it's actually put on in you, man. Okay. And that's exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna put it in you, and it's gonna control you. Okay, I know I think they changed the specific one, but let me get this out. This is Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, "If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the heavenly Father, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with the fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of the torment ascended up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receive the mark of his name. And that's what's going to happen. You're going to be hit with missiles, man. If you get down with this devil, you want to get those rights. You want to eat. Okay, like it says here. What rights does this give you? What rights are you going to get? It says that, verse 17, Revelation 13:17, and that no man might buy or sell. Okay, save he that had the mark. So you're going to need that. You're going to need that to work. And it says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So everyone's going to have to do it, man. And if you don't do it, you're not going to be able to buy or sell. If you can't be participate in the economy, in the markets, how are you going to get food? You're gonna have to pray to the Lord you get it. All right. For the rest of y'all, right? You're gonna take the chip, or you're gonna get put to death, man. Or you're not gonna take the chip, and the Most High may deal with you. But the vast majority of people are gonna take that chip, all right? Why? Because nothing's stopping you. Nothing's stopping you from taking it. And here it is. This is a MIT technology review. This is from August, but I saw it on the timeline today. Okay, it says intelligent machines. This is from MIT Tech Review. This company embeds microchips in its employees, and they love it. Rachel Metz. That sounds like a so-called Jew. Last August, 50 employees at the 3 Square Market got RFID chips in their hands. Now 80 have them. When Patrick McMullen wants a Diet Dr. Pepper while he's at work, he pays for it with a wave of his hand. Okay. He has a microchip implanted between his thumb and forefinger, and the vending machine immediately deducts money from his account at his office. Yeah, thumb and his foot right there. Yeah, of course, you put it in his left hand. It didn't matter, no difference, okay? You got the mark, the Most High is going to judge you. I said he's one of a dozen employees who have been doing likewise for a year now. Okay, last August he became one of roughly 50 employees at his headquarters in Wisconsin who have volunteered. So this is the one in 2007 is big news amongst Israel, of course. Brothers are putting videos up. Now they're coming back out saying it's great. Everything's been working amazing. More employees have it now. And you know what? The Most High ain't kill them yet. So they feel good. The chip in these employees got about the size of a very large grain of rice. They're intended to make it a little easier to do things like get into the office, log on the computers, buy food and drinks in the company cafeteria. Oh man, RFID makes everything so great. You get so many rights, and look, you can do things that you could have done before, but now it's easier. It's stupid, man. Like many RFID chips, they are passive. They don't have batteries, and instead they get their power from an RFID reader, then request data from the chip. Okay. Year into their experiment, McMullen and a few employees say they are still using their chips regularly at work for all activities they started out with last summer. Since then, 30 more employees got chips, which means roughly 80 have it out of 250, nearly 1/3. And are walking, talking cyborgs. You get used to it. It's easy. That's what this guy says. So, yeah, this is a recap on that article. All right, and you see it's a lot of tongue-in-cheek if you read it. All right, they try to make it seem, oh, look, like that, like I would, when I was doing my sarcasm. The Most High ain't kill him yet. They're riding that wave, Yeah, the Most High, being the devil. He gonna get you damn devils, man. Best believe that. But yeah, I'll put these articles in the description. We're getting closer and closer to this thing. And with that, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua B'Shem Kokodas. Shalom.